and you can peek that angle here. Okay? Because a lot of snipers will stand, like, on this side of chicken wire. This is if they're not on flank, by the way. Obviously, I don't... If you're not really going to do much anyway, if they're holding on flank, you're just going to run a massive sack, try and make them force and then chase them out. But if they're playing to give it up, and the sniper's holding like this side, then you can peek him from that roof that I just showed you there.
I actually didn't know you could
Sorry
walk
for
up
pulling up
the
late.
hill like that. Like on
Sorry?
Like you walked up like chicken wire.
Oh yeah.
I
So
didn't
that's
know you
something
could
that, like,
that.
if your spy ever wants to, like, get an aggro decloak or something, like, he can, like, walk up here and get into this corner.
One thing,
but yeah.
That's actually great. Thank you.
And one
Did
thing
you
our
already go
spy
through
said to coordinate was basically like calling where their sniper is. Like 1 is left of chicken wire, 2 is to the right of it, 3 is a little bit more to the right, and then 4 is
Yeah.
It's just breaking it down to make it easier for winning the SGS.
Just say left or right of chicken wire. It's just, yeah. But I wouldn't, after clearing this angle, so if he's not on chicken wire here, I would go into house. Put you in a really good position. So number 1, you can see what's going on here. Can you see the sniper there? Yeah, cool. You can take the SCS from another angle. You can also play for the heavy. Okay, and then you can also peek tracks, like this. Okay?
If they're
If you don't want-
forwarding?
Pardon?
If they're forwarding?
This is if they're playing to leave.
Okay.
Okay, and then Pyro is just going to stick with you, spy checking, doing nothing else. Just spy check.
Combo goes over a hill if they are playing to leave?
No, if they're playing to leave, I'm just going to go over Sniper and Pyro, and then I'll go over everything else in a second.
Okay.
So you've got your first angle, and then you want to default to this is your second angle, this is your third angle, this can be your fourth angle, because you can have your head hidden. So with how the hitbox works, so right now I can be shot in the head, but now my head is like hooked into the wall, so it's harder to get a headshot. Because you lean to the right with your head. Okay? And then you clear flank. Just make sure you're charging your shots as well. Like, if you're not like half charged at least, you're not gonna have like much impact. So don't just be like doing that and then expecting to get good damage out. Charge your shot and hide your dot. Right? And then they might just end up backing up and not doing anything, which is great. You know? Because you're denying all of the space.
I don't usually spring it until I'm at least half.
Yeah.
Because like you can aim for head, you can aim for head all you want, but you're never always gonna hit that.
Yeah.
You don't have a guaranteed chance of hitting that all the time.
Yeah.
If card's up, just take buff low key.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a good angle. I like this angle. It's also good for the heavy that is here. You can see their head as well. So that's first. That's if they're playing to leave. For everybody else, what it will look like is med needs to stay in spawn. NG and heavy goes on cart. Okay, and then everybody else clears house. So that's demo, scout, Solly, right?
If they're playing to leave, this is right?
Yeah, this is if they're playing back over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just clear house, right? Just check all the corners and you walk together. And then the 3 of you need to fight together to kill the Sully and Scout. Once the Sully and Scout are dead, it means your attention can be put on tracks. So that's when you then have to coordinate to your sniper that flank is free, because it means they can come over this way. So that you guys can play on tracks to give the space so that your cart can move. All your heavy needs to do is sit on the cart with Fist of Steel out. When they get really low, come back, take the pack, get a buff, do it again. Just rinse and repeat. But it's going to be really hard if there's 2 players still on flank, which is usually the Scout, Solly. Sometimes the heavy as well. So just be conscious about that. And that's how you want to play first. That's if they're doing the passive, playing back here. You can also, let's say you do push flank and it doesn't go great the first time, then what you should do is just send your scout and Solly onto flank, and then have your heavy, your pyro and your demo walk over hill, whilst your NG moves cart and your scat and your sniper plays around the cart, just holding the long sight line. For this, you can side jump onto these rocks and peek this way, or peek over the hill. But I would just make sure that you've got someone peeking before you peek over the hill for sniper. If they're holding close, all I would do is the first maybe, like, let's say this much gap time, like up to where you start getting denied. So if they're holding to hold first, just, push the cart until you're getting hard denied. Then everybody should just get a buff. Your spy needs to get in a position for a sap on the gun, and let your spy actually count down the sack. So he needs to count 3, 2, 1, and then on the 1 he's sapping the gun, not decloaking. Because then all that's going to happen is you're going to jump into a gun that isn't sapped, he's going to sap it in post, and then you're going to be confused at what's going on. So it needs to be like, let's say he decloaks here, 3, 2, 1, gun sapped. Okay, you're in. Try and get a force, try and get a drop, keep your med in spawn. If that doesn't work, if you just run one sack, and then you just take a trade, okay? And that's come from tracks, with your demo, spam the corner, right? And then you have your heavy, your Solly and your scout, shoving flank in post, or you have your heavy playing up close on the wall, and then in post, he peeks round. Okay? For second, you want to run a sack in on second, because you've got a lot of cart time to make up. So, once you've capped first, how the sack should look is basically everybody over hill except soldier and heavy. Soldier and heavy should just get whipped through tunnel. Solly jumps from here around. Heavy can shoot down the gun, and everybody else floods over hill. Okay? That gives you the opportunity to grab a med that might be in the dispenser. Med might have gone all the way back into shutter, but you don't have to worry too much because your heavy is dealing with the gun. And you've got everybody flooding in. Yeah. Everybody can be in on this. Okay? Except the NG and the med, obviously. Sniper can also peek from hill.
So this is a sack for med or sack for gun?
Sack for med.
Okay.
Your heavy kind of sacks for the gun, but that's just as a bonus.
Okay.
And it's mostly so that the gun doesn't target any of yous when you jump.
Yeah.
Or if it does target someone, it's usually, like, heavy is just going to destroy it. Okay. Now, for taking Vigil second, you've got there's 3 different pushes you can do. So, if the sniper is dead, you can do a demo scout Uber over hill. Okay? And that's, you coordinate a sap on the gun, you just slow pressure with your combo, and try and use somewhere like here. Right? And spam into main. Whilst this is going on, the Uber should end kind of at the top of hill. You don't want it to end any further back, because you're stuck in this choke then. You want to end somewhere around here.
Start there, end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can end a bit further back, but only if there's good kills and you just need that moment to let's say get an arrow and then walk back in.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's only if sniper is dead. Okay? Whilst this is going on, you have two choices. You can either have had everybody flood uphill with you for the post-fight, so that means your heavy and your soldier will come with you for post, your solly will bomb roof, and your heavy will play up into this house and like peek onto the gun, peek onto tracks, and then peek around the corner. Your solly will take roof and just be spamming on top of everybody. Okay? Or in the post, your heavy and solly can bust side tunnel.
Yeah.
And or tracks. That's kind of their choice. They can either choose tracks or side tunnel or hill. That's something.
Like, either
should
tracks or
maybe-
side tunnel is better.
It really just depends. Because if you're getting like hard diffed on DM in combo, then it might be best to bring your heavy and your solly up with you.
I guess. Well,
Because there's nothing wrong with stacking everybody up here.
mm,
Okay? If the sniper is alive and you're ready for a trade, then how it should look is you have your solly watching side tunnel, right? And it's going to be a demo heavy Uber through tracks.
okay.
Okay? So you'll swing, you'll basically just spam the gun and the dispenser to try and get them to use.
Mm,
And then you'll run away. The moment you see them use and the moment the gun is gone, you run all the way back round to track. Your heavy will go and meet your soldier somewhere around here to go and bust side tunnel, and everybody else is just going to continually run uphill. That is it.
okay.
So you'll come, you'll go tracks, 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 spam, gun's gone, okay, they're used, right, we're running back. Okay, right, we're in 3, 2, 1, you're in now. So then you play up onto hill, you've got somebody busting through side tunnel, okay, and then your solly needs to bomb. Now if you have an ad Uber, the best thing we've kind of done is we do a demo pyro Uber through side tunnel, and everybody else shoves over top. Okay, and you just leave ×3 on the cart. So that locks off everybody getting any aggression here and pushes everybody out to shutter and to tracks. Okay? That's only if you've got Uber ad. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody know what they're doing in that?
No.
Okay. Third, do not fight through main unless you have Uber ad. Okay? If you have ad Uber, you can take a demo scout, demo heavy, up through main, and push them back. That's completely fine. But be careful about the cart time, as this is like the second longest point on the map. So don't do that until the cart is getting ready to turn the corner, or unless you know that like they're 2 up and you can spawn camp. Okay? Otherwise, the default take is you want to just pressure your sniper. So everybody groups up on flank. NG and scout will play tracks. Okay? Your heavy will come and watch ladder, which is here, whilst the rest of your team will focus on flank. So once the cart has gotten to a good point, so let's say like the edge of this corner, this is when your scout wants to rotate over to flank with you. Okay? And your demo scout and solly are going to spam away the heavy that might play here or on this head glitch. Okay? And the solly and scout that are going to be playing here as well. And then once the heavy and the solly and the scout have all been pushed back, your solly and scout actually need to take this space, right? So that you keep people off flank. When this happens, your demo and sniper can peek freely here. There shouldn't be anything that is causing them any issues whilst they're here. Your your heavy, can also take a bit more of an aggro position into ladder when you actually start spamming this heavy away. So how it will look is, okay, right, there's a heavy close, right, we're going to spam it in 3, 2, 1, your demo's shooting this corner, and your heavy is revved up and walking into ladder and shooting their heavy. And then can come back here, take a sandwich, or take a pack, whatever. And your Sully and Scout are fighting their Sully and Scout. Now, your med is like here, somewhere, with your Pyro, who is just going to be spy checking, and your Demo and Sniper are going to swing wide. Your Demo then just needs to shoot shit. What can you see? Okay, there's somebody stood on that corner. Okay, I'm going to shoot that. Or, there's a gun, and my Sully can also shoot it. Okay, cool.
This is for drawing?
This is drying, yeah. This is like...
Okay.
Or you can even, when flank has been won and ladder's been won and this heavy is gone, you can just take a trade. Just drop in and take like demo scout or demo pyro.
Gun go down in pre or post?
Either.
Okay.
It depends what you think you can get value out of. If you can swing and like, let's say your Sully and Scout have control of White Room and they have all control of flank, then go, okay, right, we're going to spam the gun in 3, 2, 1. You spam the gun and then take a really good trade in on them. Nothing
I feel
wrong
like
with
gun
that.
is very hard to get on this hold.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's probably because you're fighting from main and the gun's like here.
I mean, if I'm all the way at flank,
Which is
then
why you should go.
it's... Oh, okay. Because like the gun from back here is probably even harder, no?
Not if you've got enough spam. Like
Okay.
you and your Sully can spam the gun. But
Yeah.
you can just take the trade in. You don't have to try and dry fight it if you don't feel comfortable doing that. You can just win flank and then take your trade in over the hill.
So who takes care of the heavy on head glitch? Sorry.
You and your heavy.
Me and...
And
Okay.
your scout and your Sully. So because you're all clear in flank. Your combo's going to be here, your scout and your Sully. You, your pyro, your sniper and med. Right? You're going to
The
spam
whole
this
team
corner.
is flank.
The whole team is flank. Your heavy's here.
Okay.
NG's main. NG should just have a gun in main.
When do you ever go burger?
You can take a trade in through burger as well. Like once you've won flank, it's kind of dealer's choice really.
Okay.
You can either walk in over and take a trade this way, or you can clear out flank and then say, right, we're gonna take a trade in, and then your sniper can peek wide, and you can take a trade in this way
Okay.
through ladder,
Okay.
Could you
post in main.
Could you also go through Burger, like, if you know they don't have a lot of players up yet? Like you have, like you have a lot of player
You don't want to peek from here unless their sniper's dead, just because it's a big sniper sightline.
Yeah, like if their sniper's dead and the gun's down.
If it's player ad, you should just be fighting through main anyway, through these two
Yeah.
spots.
Through tracks.
Like, the pressure from this doorway is kind of pointless. The only thing you should ever use this for is if your sniper wants to play aggressive. Because you get the exact same value with more protection by either going deep flank through locker room or going up tracks. Okay, going into last, it's the same as second. It's always best to, whilst you're waiting for the cart, just run a really big sack. Try and get your spy in a position, let your spy come where the med is, and then sack in. Because you lose absolutely nothing by doing that, and you gain absolutely everything if it goes well. Then there's like kind of free-ish pushes you can do. So let's say the team has wiped on third, right? If you're quick, if you know you're going to be quick enough, you get
Spawn.
really deep and you spawn camp, right? So what that is your demo is just going to tuck here, right, and trap off the spawn. Okay. Everybody else needs to look left. Absolutely everybody else. The only person that needs to be here is your demo. Okay? Because 3 sticks kills everything that comes out of the door. Okay? You need to get your heavy in the god spot, which is here. Right? You get your scout and Sully, just deep. Sorry, not your scout and Sully. You get your Sully, deep. You've got your scout and NG on cart, keeping ×3 as much as they can. Your med can just sit in this corner, beaming heavy, and your pyro just needs to be like here, just reflecting spam for your heavy. And that's like the spawn camp hold. So the only person that is actually past this point is your demo. Your sniper can also be aggressive, just anywhere, as long as he can see something. Then let's say you've got Uberad. Okay. How it should look is everybody shoves tracks except your demo, heavy, and med, who are gonna take the Uber through Red Room. So you lead on demo, end on heavy. You need to get gun first and then kill everything. Your Sully can high bomb from tracks. That's ad Uber, yeah. Your Sully can bomb from tracks. High, try and land in the corner, behind the boxes or behind the computer, depending on where they're playing. Okay. Yeah, and then it should be like your pyro and your NG on cart. Everybody else should just be trying to get as many kills as they can. And then the default, so this is everything even, is your heavy solly watch red room. Your scout needs to hold down flank. Your med plays on top of roof here. And then it's demo, sniper, pyro, all drop down. And you're all gonna peek big door together, so your sniper can take the SVS. Your demo just needs to be in front and just be like spamming wherever they are. So if they're in like the Layla corner over here, just be spamming the Layla corner. If they're behind the boxes, go for the gun. If you can get gun during this, amazing. Like what we've tried to do is our sniper will peek big door for the SVS. So just full charge. Okay, pyro is literally not even going to be looking forward, just looking behind, spy check in. Med is up on roof, you need to spy check yourself. And then your sniper needs to count down when they're actually going to peek. Okay, I'm peeking in 3, 2, 1. We're all peaked now. When that happens... Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I have to dip for like my girlfriend needs something.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. When that happens, your spy realistically should be on like Dead Ringer and Enforcer right now. So what you can do is you can get everybody ready to spam the gun. So your Solly can maybe come tracks with your spy, or your spy can peek big door as well with Dead Ringer Enforcer. And then your demo peeks from here, and you all spam the gun. And your heavy just chills. Once the gun is gone, even if the SVS hasn't been won, take a solo demo Uber. Just make them use. Try and end, if the sniper's dead, end in big door. Because you've got a scout here anyway, watching flank. Or if the sniper is alive, end on tracks.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then it's just a big shove, right? You've got a heavy and a solly in red room. So heavy gets a whip, peeks, solly bombs. You guys rush from tracks or big door. Sniper just stays big door then for the rest of the game. NG and Pyro's on cart. And Scout is shoving flank.
Yeah, flank master over here.
Yeah, that is it. That's all your offense.
Would there ever be a time where we take a flank Uber?
You can, yeah. It's more like, let's say you tried the big door and your sniper's just not getting any value and their sniper's just fucking destroying you. Then shove flank instead of doing the big door push. So that is the exact same. Heavy solly, play red room. Combo will just come up flank, clear the left, your scout can help you do that. And then your scout can hold down left. While your demo just spams the corner, spams the gun.
It's actually pretty cool.
And then just stand
Scout
here.
Double jumping over the crates to shoot others.
Say that again?
Nah, just what you showed there with like Scout Scout can help just by jumping over the crates while everyone
Yeah.
swings around.
Yeah, and then, yeah, Take it. Literally, just take an Uber. Stand here, Ubered. Don't ever drop over, because you're Ubering first. So you're gonna end first, and that's just a problem. Like, just stand here and spam shit until they
That's
use.
demo?
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah. You're a bit taller, so you won't clip.
Okay.
But do not go over. If you go over, you die.
Do you ever use for gun?
Huh? Yeah. You use Uber is only there to make them use their Uber and to kill a gun. That's like the best Uber trade ever.
Yeah.
They're not important. But yeah, if you have no luck on big door, then that should be your second push. Just always make sure that you're heavy and you're solely are watching red room. Because you don't want to get wrapped when you're trying to do any of this stuff.
Oh, and so since I'm NG on last, I should switch to level 3s, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a good spot for it to keep?
Yeah, I can show you. So, the tracks, like, you literally just want it on tracks. You can have your telly, like, here, or in this window, on the other side of the window, obviously. What you kind of want to do as well in that last push is just drop a leveled gun in main.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even need to kill anything. If you just drop a level gun and then hold your Wrangler out, they have to try and kill that gun. Because if they don't, you're just going to kill them all with your Wrangler.
Yeah, because it's a lot of pressure for them.
Yeah. You can also have it outside if you want, if you really, really want. I would only do that if they've, for example, hard-held red room, and then, like, shoved you and killed your med. That's when I'd then have a leveled gun. Oh, and also, if they are hard-holding red room, what you want to do is just take the long route. So do not keep coming through here, right? If you can't dry this in one and get them back, you want to regroup on tracks and go under and round here, so that you do not need to peek red room at all.
Sneaky.
What we did was we went under, shoved all the way through flank. Whilst this was going on, we just had our heavy and solly just fucking around. We went all the way through, held the gun, and traded behind them.
Crazy.
And we literally would just have like our solly just here, just spamming, and then our heavy here. Okay. You can also just like, sometimes you can walk your sniper all the way around here as well, and med will be stood like somewhere here, and you can just kill med. Any questions about offense before I do defense quickly?
I guess for that little trick right there, what if it was kind of like reversed, where to kind of get that long way faster, you had soldier whipping people to like the flank?
You need somebody here.
What about like say demo to just like sticky spam them out?
No.
Nah.
No. It's fast enough.
Okay.
Because then if your demo dies, what, are you going to take a trade on a soldier?
Would you ever want to place the gun in like big door?
You can.
Like let's say like flank is like soldier keeps bombing out of flank or something.
If soldier keeps bombing on flank, then just move your soldier from red room to flank.
Okay.
You shouldn't. You need to have everywhere covered, and the best person to cover main is a passive sentry gun. You can even just leave the sentry gun there, and your NG can actually go be there on flank to help with that. You can put a leveled gun in big door though, but then like for that to have value, you're restricting the fact that your NG can't be edging the cart.
Right. Okay.
Any other questions?
I believe that's probably about all.
Yeah. Cool. So, first It's a throwaway point. Don't do the forward hold. It's pointless. You can hard hold on second if you get it right. You can either have your Solly, Scout, and Heavy all on flank. Heavy being here, and Solly and Scout being a bit more passive. You never want your flank to go like past into like their side of flank, unless they're flooding to like kill stragglers. Otherwise, you just think of it more as like protecting this pack. Your Heavy can even just play here. There's nothing wrong with your Heavy playing here. Gives him a bit more survivability to be able to live with Fist of Steel. Okay. Your NG kind of has like... Yeah. For your NG, right, I don't like these guns. I find them pointless because they're so easy for spies to just sit here, decloak, sap, sack, dead shit. I prefer to put like a passive gun, like somewhere here, and then you can literally just sit in this corner here and just be spy checking.
Okay.
Right? You can't get stabbed. You can be perma wrangling, shooting corners, whatever. The gun being on like this like edge as well is really good in case anybody comes from behind. And you just sit here. There'll be a dispenser here, not here. Here. And this is where your med will sit. Your med will have their back to the wall, let go of their keyboard, and just use their mouse. Right? Do not move. Because once you start moving around,
Yes.
fucking, you're out of the dispenser then. Yeah. Your sniper will not peek right side of chicken wire. It's shit. Like I said before, when you're peeking, my head, as a sniper, being scoped in now, your head is visible. So if you're trying to go for an SVS, you're gonna lose that. Think of it as like, whenever you're playing sniper, imagine the other sniper is exactly as good as you. He's not even here. Doesn't matter. Fuck that. Right. You should just
I can still go over him with it though.
Yeah. Play left side. But you should tell him like when you're playing sniper, you've got to imagine that other sniper is as good as you. So what makes more sense? If I'm taking a fight this way, right? And there's all 9 classes there. How many of them classes are going to kill me before I kill them? What's the percent? What do you think it is? So sniper versus scout. Let's imagine there's a scout there. Who wins this fight?
Sniper.
Now Solly.
Sniper.
Now Pyro.
Sniper.
Now Heavy.
Yeah. 8 out of 9 is sniper.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So you
But it's
do not
fine.
need to fiend for the SVS. Right? That's why you have a Pyro. Pyro can just be
Okay.
spy checking here. Pyro doesn't have to do shit.
Mhm.
Except spy check.
So when you call to leave,
This is
So
for players out.
this is an important bit, and this is why forward holding on first is quite weird. This point will extend your spawns in no particular reason.
Alright.
It just happens sometimes. Again, I don't actually know what the odds are, but just assume it's a 50-50 chance that when they cap first, you can have like 3 seconds left and it will go right up to 15 seconds and you can have your spawn extended. I don't know why. It's a shit map. So
yeah.
you need to look at where is the cart and is leaving now gonna be okay? Do you have all 9 or is somebody possibly gonna be extended? And then if the cart is here, if the cart gets to like halfway past this like straight away, just leave. You want to keep your life. Okay? What my NG does is they will pull the gun back and put it here first against this wall for sacks. Okay? And then your med should default into shutter for the first like 10 seconds. Just for the sake of sacks. Okay? Everybody else stands around shutter as well. Okay, once sacks are over, you go back to a default. So you get gun, like, somewhere on here, wherever you put it usually. Dispenser here, where med will sit. Heavy will play above tunnel, and Solly will play solo on side tunnel. And then it's Scout, Pyro, Demo, and Sniper are all going to play on top. Scout's job is like a bit more mobile, so you play off your sniper's aggression, right? So wherever they want to peek, Demo and Pyro will be spy checking, and Demo will play wide. So if he's peeking close, play a bit further. If he's peeking here, play a little bit further. Yeah, and you'll just be spamming off in front of him in main, so nobody can just bot forward into him. Same with Scout. Scout's basic job, right, is like, think of like this box. This is your entire box. This is where you play around. You'll go from watching tunnel to jumping up and fighting men, to watching tunnel to jumping up and fighting men. Just wherever you hear their combo is walking, that's where you want to be. Okay. And then the main thing is, where are they going? And everybody like needs to keep holding their position except the Demo. So, okay, combos come inside tunnel. Okay, so Solly's gonna come back a bit, and Demo's gonna come over to help. But that doesn't mean that Heavy is gonna stop watching tracks. That doesn't mean that Scout is gonna move from here. It doesn't mean that Sniper's gonna stop watching main, and it doesn't mean that Pyro's gonna stop spy checking. Okay? Because all of these are such tiny chokes that two people are fine with. You double up your splash here, you double up your splash and your hit scan here, and you double up your splash and your hit scan here. So the only person that needs to rotate between the three of these is Demo. So they need to be mobile and listening to where everything is coming from. If your NG loses their gun, then you need to make the space so your NG can actually rebuild. Because a big thing is, when you're trying to get set back up after there's been a push, your NG's gun will just persistently get broken and broken and broken because you haven't actually put any aggression. Even though you're the defending team, it doesn't mean that you can't have an aggressive post. That means you can't, for example, let's say they take a trade, you can't then end here. You need to end here because you need this space back. So take the space back.
That's one of the hardest parts about like just losing. Like that happened like when we did the scrim, last scrim we had on Friday. Was it's just like it got really hard to just rebuild my stuff because they would just either spam it out super hard. Or,
you just have your team has to make the space. So let's say post is coming up, right, and they're fighting from a hill. What is one thing that you can do to make sure that you get that space back?
I just end the Uber. I mean, if the further up you end it, the more space you get.
You send everybody into that space. Right, Solly, can you bomb? Yes. Okay, right, Heavy, Scout, we're walking in 3, 2, 1. You all flood this area. Wherever the combo is, you flood. You can deal with cart afterwards. You can deal with side tunnel afterwards. Wherever that combo is, you just send it.
Okay.
Okay, and you actively make that space so that your NG can reset, and you guys can take the space back and actually reset. Now, let's say you've either dropped and you still have second, or like you just have big disad, then you want to play from trap. So how that looks is your Solly and Heavy will play inside shutter here. Your Sniper will sit here, watching hill. Your med will play behind this rock. Your NG will move gun, like somewhere here-ish, or like on tracks is good. And your Demo will play beside your Sniper, and around this rock.
Goes by medic.
Yeah, just stick Dispenser anywhere. Dispenser isn't super important here anyway, because this is unless something big happens, we're leaving. So you don't need to get set up too much. But what my NG tends to do anyway is after there's been a trade, he defaults to building his gun here just in case something does happen, so that we still have the ability to move back to the passive hold if needed. But yeah, I think unless you know you've got massive disad or your med is dropped or you've been forced or whatever, then you should just default here. But if you know your med has been forced or dropped, then default to the tracks. It gives you the opportunity to still deny the cart with your demo and your gun. Your sniper holds the hard angle where he can get kills, and your solly and heavy are watching shutter, so there's no aggression and nobody's wrapping you, and they also have a good position to be able to leave and go and set up on flank early. And then here, it's basically, have you got any useful kills and have you stopped the cart? So useful kills would be a combo and a sniper a combo member and a sniper, and then take the aggression back. Okay?
Quick
Could
question.
have asked this for the. Sorry, you go.
You can go first, Saga.
I was just going to ask about reverse teleporters. Do you think I should have asked this when we talked about the first point, but for this map specifically, do you think they're particularly useful, or should they just be a standard?
No, not really. Just a standard teleport is fine. On defense, you don't really have tellies anyway on this map, because the spawn doors are so close to where you kind of hold default anyway. I can show you some little interesting telly stuff that my NG's done. That's quite funny, if you want.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
like to know that, but it doesn't have to be at the moment.
Yeah, but yeah. So go on. What were you going to say, Chris?
So, soldiers holding side tunnel, right? Let's say, combos coming over hill and they send 3 players side tunnel. Who helps the soldier in side tunnel in that case?
What, your demo?
Well, if combos.
Your
come
solly
over hill,
is just here, passive.
Okay.
What do you mean in this passive hold over here?
No, just like standard hold, like.
Yeah, so the standard hold, like, your solly just needs to be... He doesn't need to be deep. He can't be deep. There's no need to be deep anyway. He just needs to hug this wall and be, like, spamming, right? Because if they overcommit here, your demo just needs to turn around and just spam here. Your solly has a pack to play around here.
Combos like coming over hill, just as they're pushing side tunnel.
There's a pack here. He can just come back. You can turn around and reflect if needed. Heavy's here. There's a gun here. Like, there's enough, like, natural deterrent anyway. If combo is coming up over hill, then the only thing that's going to be coming through here is a solly and a heavy, which can be dealt with by a wrangled gun and a solly just peeking out a shutter, playing around this pack.
Okay.
Heavy can turn around as well. Like, there's enough going on,
Okay. Gotcha.
So, third, you need your heavy playing this side of ladders, your scout and your solly playing on flank. Your gun can either be here, or if you've got the time, on boxes, and your dispenser just next to the wall here. You do not want people grouping up on top of this corner, because you're all just going to take the same spam. Your sniper needs a lot of beam, right? He needs to deny burger mostly, right? And then when you hear the pressure coming through, focusing on flank. Pyro, you're going to spend a lot more time just spy checking, again, really, on this point. Reflex aren't too important, because there's enough players that can help with main. Scout, it's super important that whilst you are on flank, like every now and then, you're just checking dungeon to see if there's like a heavy or a solly or a scout that's trying to come out of there. You don't need to rush them. You don't need to go and check deep. You just need to look at it, because sometimes that is enough to stop somebody actually trying to pop up there.
Yeah.
If you are close to getting Uber, you should position your med on tracks, not on the hair to leave. You can just move your med back around. If you think you have the ability to be able to retake the point after they use or after they sack, etc., then position your med at tracks, not on platform. That's kind of it for third. It's a really boring point. Go on. Yeah, so let's say you've got like 10 or 20% disad and they look like they're gonna use, move your med over to tracks. There's nothing wrong with that. You can just spam from main and then you can refight. That's one thing that a lot of people don't do, and they never get the ability to refight on trap. To refight on third. For last, your med needs to stay in spawn for sacks for the first few seconds. Your demo can put a sticky trap, like, just on this, like, line. This is kind of the height of soldiers. Just above the red line. I do it here or here. And have your sniper watching main, your pyro spy checking. And this is if, like, let's say you've lost a few and you're just waiting for them initial spawners. Okay? The default hold is behind this box. Gun on top of the box, dispenser here, and med just gets nice and comfortable. Heavy and demo play left side, heavy can play a bit closer. Demo can kind of play on the low ground, kind of seeing what's going on. Sniper can play around the box here, watching big door, peeking main. Scout and Solly, chill on flank. Let's say you've got
Med
like
ever play
really...
that
Go on.
platform?
It's a horrible place to stand, and it's really easily sacked. I wouldn't do that.
Gotcha.
This should be your default hold. And then if you're at disad, play around the computer here. You get your heavy to walk around flank. Play on top of these boxes. Your med and dispenser are going to be here. For your NG can kind of do one of two things. Can either keep the gun on box, or play the gun completely wide, just behind these stairs. Splits the angle of attention here.
For disad?
So, yeah, this is at a disad hold. Because the gun needs to be dealt
Remember,
with.
If guns on boxes, it actually can't shoot out a sniper, can it? If its sniper's playing way back there near that fence.
Back
Can
there,
it hit
sorry.
him? I
I
can't
don't.
remember if
It can shoot the floor, like in front of him, I think, because it's about this tall. But yeah, so if we're at disad, play there, gun wide. Do. Right. And then the idea here is like you have your sniper in your demo. Your demo needs to not peek big door, and your sniper needs to watch tracks in red room. Okay, and then when you see the U's come in, you all just flood all the way around to the right. Your combo needs to take big door, while your heavy, your solly, just kind of like chill here on the platform. Your heavies obviously should be playing these boxes, and when they come round, he can drop down, and then be focusing the cart, whilst your combo tries to clear up what's going on behind, and tries to wrap back round. So you just want to do like a loop-de-loop background into them. Try and clear whatever is going on this bit first, and then try and deal with whatever's going on at your spawn. Okay? That's disad, okay?
Uh-huh.
If you want to hold aggressive, the red room hold is your pyro, your heavy, your demo. It can be your solly as well. Your med is just going to kind of sit behind the wall like here. Everybody else is just going to be looking forward and actively spamming into outside. Your NG needs to watch your sniper still needs to play tracks, come and get a buff, peek main, and then your scout needs to just have some form of kind of vision of outside to see what's going on. Okay?
Okay.
You don't need to take a fight, you just need to chill. Just be looking around. You can come back to your sniper and do some spy check-in, go back outside. Okay? If you take an aggro Uber in and it doesn't work, you default to your passive hold. If you lose more than 2 people, you leave red room and go back to your default. And that's it. That is Vigil. Do you have any questions?
And by default, like go back to default, do you mean to gun on boxes?
Boxes.
You mean the wide? Okay. I didn't know
Boxes.
if you meant like disad or not.
Yeah. So default is boxes, computer is disad, Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
This is default. This is refight. Playing around this rock is passive. This is default. And then first is just first. Okay.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Sounds good.
Oh, before you leave, did you want to show me
Yeah,
those,
connect.
Mm-hmm.
Show you some funnies. These some good funnies. Do you know the Vigil rollout? Anyway?
pretty
Prefers.
much, Eureka, set up, leave gun at spawn, set up, teleporter, exit.
Yeah. Where do you put your exit? Do you put it in the little bush or do you put it on the roof?
You talking about the exit?
Yeah, so
I would put, when I was trying to do reverse teleporter, I would put it by that wall right there, where you said to put
There.
the dispenser. Oh,
Oh,
where
here?
you- yeah, right there.
So, put your exit here,
Okay.
alright? And you can jump up, it's a crouch jump. And when the telly's there, it's easier as well. And then set up. And then if that doesn't get found, brilliant. That can be a reverse telly for your spy. Okay. So you just don't destroy it, and then you just leave an entrance like here. Right? Or like here. And then he can use that as a reverse. When you're leaving bird, you can also leave an exit here. Or leave an exit here. And that can be a reverse telly, because sometimes this isn't checked. Leaving one here is really good. My NG as well, when it's getting really, really close, he puts an exit here on the cart. And he makes sure that he gets it to level 3. Because what he'll do, and I don't know if you're actually allowed to do this, but when the cart was really close this one time, and he hit his telly twice, took the telly, he switched off to minis at this point when he was doing these tellies, hit his telly twice, came through the teleporter, and then crit punched the heavy and killed him, and then we ended up holding for like another 3 minutes.
Okay.
Because it's like every third hit or something is a crit.
I thought it
I
had to be
think-
against players. I didn't know it could be used on buildings.
Yeah, it can be used on buildings as well.
Diabolical.
Like hitting your
Which
own
was funny
teleport?
as fuck. Yeah, he hit his own telly twice, took it, and then crit punched the heavy.
Hmm.
I don't know how he did it. It was funny though. But it's also just like a
crit maxing.
yeah. He also you can get a telly exit pretty close to this spot to stop spies because they get stuck, so they can't decloak here. Stood up. So they can't use that as a decloak spot.
Yeah, last has a spy problem.
But yeah, sometimes he'll leave where I said to put that entrance in that corner. He'll leave an exit there and then put a telly here for a flank.
Blank spies.
Yeah,
Spy flank.
yeah, which I've used as sniper before, which was quite funny.
Hmm.
Because their med was like chilling back here, and then I like came out and popped the med. They're kind of the only ones. You can do a boost as well. There's like a boost rollout you can do if you want your sniper playing on the roof on first. So he does like his normal. So he puts his entrance here, his gun down, grabs that pack, comes over here, puts a dispenser, climbs on top of the dispenser, puts an exit here, so his sniper can play up there. Then he Eureka's back, finishes his setup, takes the telly for his gun, puts his gun here, sometimes
Put the
here.
dispenser where it usually goes.
Yeah. That's kind of it.
That's a funny spot.
Yeah. What he sometimes does as well on third point is he'll put an entrance on third and then an exit on last,
Yeah, you
so
want.
that his med doesn't get caught on third point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Probably
yeah,
put it in that little corner, or well, actually, probably be best to put it kind of like where medic would hold if we're trying to do a refight, right?
hmm
Your tracks.
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
little porch area.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, thanks for this review. Appreciate it. I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, I hope I don't die of COVID. Imagine dying of COVID this late.
Die of deadly death disease.
Are we really dying
Yeah.
of COVID in the big 2026?
In the big 26, bro.
It's like dying of malaria.
Yeah, oh,
Wait,
imagine
no.
that.
Imagine, wait, malaria is still technically deadly, isn't it? Like you can still.
Yeah,
You can still
Yeah.
die of malaria, yeah. Like millions of people
Die of tetanus.
Right.
What's
malaria.
the disease that's like kind of embarrassing to die of now? Because it's like
Dysentery.
so.
Probably like the Black Plague.
The
Yeah, 'cause
Black
it's like-
Plague got me.
That's super
There's
treatable.
a
now.
vaccine for that, yeah.
There's a vaccine for
No,
the Black
if you
Plague.
died of salmonella, like that just must be embarrassing, bro. Food
You
poisoning
ate
got
too
you.
much cookie dough.
You had a scrumptious meal and died? Crazy.
I mean,